Hi, well, welcome to Tracking TV Live. This is the first attempt at something that's new for Tracking TV. I'm going to try and make some live programs so that we can look at the news, maybe together. That means me here with access to stories and information, and you there making a contribution, having a conversation via Facebook. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to see. Tracking TV, as you probably know, really exists just to try and provide some form of news background for truck drivers, small haulage companies, one-man operators, owner drivers. And to do that, we're sponsored by a company called MyHGV Insurance. You can find them on Facebook under HGV insurance, and we couldn't do this kind of thing without them. Now, from the point of view of Tracking TV and this little experiment, I have to confess I'm doing this on a mobile phone. As we all know, we've got mobile phones that do almost everything. This one has got two cameras, one on the front and one on the back, and so I can use it to select between two pictures. Pick my screen for one and my own, oh my goodness, my own ugly mug, if I can work it out. This is part of the fun, isn't it? Really, is actually trying to get things to work. We're actually trying to get. I'll start again. The thing that you have a problem with when you're doing stuff like this live is, of course, you can't go back and do it again. So let's go back to where I was. What I'd like to try and do is get a discussion going. At the moment, we're using this simple camera, which has got two cameras. The simple phone, which has got two cameras, one pointing at me, one pointing at the screen. If you, as viewers, like what we're doing and like what we're talking about and want to make a contribution to the conversation, that's great. You can do that on Facebook, on the Tracking TV Facebook page. But come the future, if this works out and we get enough viewers, then we'll maybe put in a small mixer, a video mixer and a couple of cameras, and do this properly so we can actually talk to people in other places and do proper interviews, etc. See what you think. So today what I'd like to do is to press my button, see if something changes. It does. There's two things I want to talk about today, and I hope you're going to find something here that you want to make a contribution about. This is that little girl whose name is Mitzi, I think, Mitzi Steady, who was killed when a tipper truck went out of control down a hill. That was, let's be honest, that was a tragedy. Not only did that tipper kill Mitzi, it killed 3 other adults, and it injured more people. It injured 2 more people, and that, I think, was a real tragedy. Now, I was looking online, and there's a piece on the Tracking TV page about this particular, here we go, about this particular episode, where the 2 guys who were found to be responsible, that was the owner of the film and his engineer, were jailed, and a charity called Break charity, who are about road safety, said essentially that they didn't believe that the penalties handed out were sufficient. One of the guys got, I think, 5 years, and one of the guys got 3 years. And what they're saying is that after allowing for the fact that they'll be out on parole and all that kind of stuff, those kind of sentences for that kind of offence isn't sufficient. I'd like to know what you think. Would you like to put something on Facebook? If you have a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Then we'll go down the page a bit, and we can find, heavens, there's loads of stuff on here, isn't there? Then we can find another, when it's good and ready. Come on, machine. Yeah, there's another piece which was, and it only just seems to have come to light, this piece, and this is quite a shocker, I think. There was a piece in a local rugby paper about a video that seems to have only recently appeared or come to any kind of prominence on YouTube. I'll play it for you and see what you think. This is, before we go anywhere, this is another one of these telephone calls while driving incidents, and let's get this one going. Let's see if it wants to go, of course. Oh heavens, I've done the wrong thing. My apologies. That's one of the issues about doing stuff live on your own. Come on, machine, go away. Doesn't want to work. Let's get that to work, and then, hey, this is the one. This is a video. Watch it, see what you think. Tell me what you think on the Tracking TV Facebook page.
Yes, you did, yeah. Go on. Smile or something. You're not broke another spring, have you? You're not broke another spring, have you? All right. Put in for that supervisor's job. Put it in. Oh yeah, oh give it, yeah. just thought you might be, you know, this region, because you end up there, don't you, or around that area. Oh yeah, good. Sorry, I'm fucking daydreaming this morning. Till tomorrow then.
Okay, well there you go. I think that was quite an interesting, and I think that's quite a scary little video, isn't it? Really, because the guy was talking on his phone. Shut up. There we go. Go away, you horrible. That's better. Okay, so let's go back now to where we were. So that guy was talking on his phone whilst driving with one hand. Most of us drive with one hand most of the time, I think, probably, so we're not going to knock that one too much. But what do you think about that? We've had a few comments already as soon as we posted that bit earlier this morning. Someone who's a friend of Tracking TV, that's a lady called Samantha Bradley. She works as a driver, and she's also a partner in her and her husband's firm. And she said if she'd been a passenger, she'd refused to have gone any further, which I think is pretty straightforward. And Dave Berry has just come up with a comment: why didn't the chap videoing him say something? How true is that? You don't know what the situation is, I guess, is the only answer to that, Dave. Maybe the guy might have been a new guy and not know what he's on about. He might not have been bothered. I don't know, but I think he probably was concerned, don't you? Because at least he was concerned enough to video the idiot driving along and doing this. A gentleman called Russell Morgan has said seems to be the only way to try and control mobile usage is to have some kind of blocker in the cab that kicks in when the truck ignition is turned on and blocks the mobile signal and stops, lets the mobile work again when the ignition's turned off. It's a bit of a dodgy one as well, isn't it? Because the reality, Russell Morgan, is that we all use hands-free, or a lot of drivers use hands-free phones, and they don't appear to be that much of a problem. I've ridden in a lot of cabs with people using hands-frees, and seems to be pretty good. It doesn't take your mind off. For some reason, having that phone attached to your ear really blows you away. Maybe it's because you're concentrating on it. I don't know. I'll be fascinated to hear what you think. Again, we'll do that on the Facebook page. Tell me what you think. I would love to hear from you. Okay, let's have a little look now and just see what else we've got, because I don't want to waste a huge lot of your time. But we'll see where we go with this one. I'm just hunting around. That's right, we've just got poor little Mitzi there. I think that's really pretty sad. We've got lots of people, I think, watching what we're talking about, and if you want to make a contribution to this little show, then I'll be very pleased to hear from you. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me if you think, from my point of view and from yours, that it's actually worth maybe making a bit more effort. At the moment, this whole thing is being organised purely through the mobile phone and through the computer screen. That's all I'm using. It would be relatively easy to use a little bit more technology and to add some soundtrack, i.e. Telephone interviews. I'm very happy doing telephone interviews, so we could do those. The other thing that we could do is actually make a proper video presentation, which we could do reasonably easily and reasonably inexpensively. So if you think that this kind of thing would be a worthwhile addition to the media that's available to drivers about the haulage industry, about driving, about the issues that come up and hit all of us in the face from time to time, then I'd really love to hear from you. There is no problem. Get in touch with me, make suggestions, see where we go. Trackers TV, I think it's an interesting project. I don't know what you think. I don't know whether you think it's a worthwhile thing to do. I certainly do, and I'd like to do a lot more that actually does stuff. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, you did, yeah.
Hey, go away.
What's up?
We've got stuff happening here. Excuse me, I'm sorry about this. This is one of the things that happens when you're doing a live presentation and it's your first time doing this particular one. So I just want to go back and just have another look at that video of that geezer making the phone call. Let's just have another look at that and see where we go to with that.
Yes, you did, yeah. Go on. What's up? You're not broke another spring, have you? You're not broke another spring, have you? All right. Put him for that supervisor's job, put him. Oh yeah, I'll give it, yeah. I just thought you might be, you know, just lose them, because you end up there, don't you, or around that area. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm fucking daydreaming. Daydreaming. Don't tell us.
There you go. I think that guy is
Yeah.
I think that guy's a bit of an idiot, and I think he really. Well, I'm sure his district council and his employer, which is well, there's district council service companies. I'm sure he's going to either get the bullet or get some major problem. But I think one way or another, the whole thing has got to be dealt with in some way, and got to be dealt with in some more effective way than we currently have. The police say they're doing clampdowns and stuff, but does that work? Scott Cumming has just commented and says it looks like a Dennis, so that's quite an old truck, isn't it, Scott? Or are they still making them? I don't know. But we'll find out about that, and we'll try and find out a bit more about this story. If you're interested in this story, let me know and we'll have a look at it. Okay, I'm going to end it there because I think it's kind of gone as far as it can go. I need to do some more work on the technical side, I know that for certain sure, even at this stage. And what we'll try and do is come back to you in a couple of days with a new trial, with some different stuff in it and a bit more, I don't know what we're saying for a moment, with a bit more interest and a bit more ability to get more information across to you. This is just a starting point, so hopefully we'll be able to provide you with a few times a week reasonable, interesting service. If you can watch, tell me. All right. Thank you, Scott. Scott was just saying that it's a waste industry truck and they still make them. So there you go. It's a current truck, which proves the point. I was a bit concerned when you said that, Scott, because I thought maybe if they were old trucks, maybe it's an old movie. But the movie is claimed to be September 16. So it looks like it's right then. Thank you for your help, Scott. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's say to you, thank you very much for watching Trucking TV's live experiment. I have to say that I quite like doing it. I hope you find it worthwhile watching. And if we can develop it more, bring you a bit more news, bring you a bit more detail and a bit more background and get your viewpoints as well, I think it might prove worthwhile. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear more from you on the Trucking TV Facebook page. If you're watching this after the event, well, thanks for watching anyway. And the more, hey, Scott, you got to, Scott, I'll come back to you. Thank you very much for your comment as well, and thank you for everybody who's watched. We've got about 16 or 17 viewers, and do you know, for a first tryout, I think that's quite a worthwhile number. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll see me again, and I hope to meet you one of these days. We'll be in touch soon. Okay, see you soon. I'm pressing the button. Oh, right, hey. Oh dear. Okay, thank you. I'll come back to you soon.